Hello student, welcome to the lecture. Welcome to the new chapter Technology, Network Technology. Today we are going to learn transmission media. Student, what is a transmission media? What are its characteristics that we are going to include in this video? First of all, what is a transmission media? Transmission media is a pathway through which individual systems are connected in a network are called as transmission media. Transmission media makes transmission of electronic signals possible from one computer to another. These electronic signals are nothing but binary pulses, that is input output. Characteristics of transmission media. Bandwidth. It is the first characteristic. Total we have 6 characteristics. The first one is bandwidth. Bandwidth is a measure of the capacity of a medium to transmit data. Data transmission rate is number of bits transmitted per second. In this, how many number of bits are transmitted per second are included. Bandwidth of a cable depends on a cable length. Bandwidth of cable depends on cable length. If the length of cable is high, if the length of cable is more, the bandwidth will be less. If the length is more, the bandwidth will be less. Okay, it is, we can say, inversely proportional. A small bandwidth length cable can have high bandwidth. Band usage. The bandwidth is shared so that maximum usage is obtained. Remember student, the bandwidth is such a way shared that maximum usage can be obtained. There are two transmission modes. There are basically two transmission. One, it is baseband and broadband. Baseband devotes the entire capacity of the medium to one communication channel. The entire capacity will be devoted to one communication channel. In broadband, it enables two or more communication channels to share the bandwidth of communication medium. It can be given in this way. See the diagram. Baseband. Suppose I am making one. Okay. I am select what is the baseband. Baseband and broadband. Suppose it is a cable. In baseband we will be having one signal, one channel. One signal will be there and one channel will be there. Its entire capacity of a medium is transmitted over single channel. Entire capacity is transmitted over single channel. This is a baseband. Okay, now what is a broadband? In broadband we have one medium, one cable. In this we have different channel, more than 2 channels. This is called a broadband. Understood? In baseband we have one communication channel is devoted over single cable. Okay. In this we have many, two or more channels. Clear? This is been given in the diagram. Attenuation, it is a measure of how much signal weakens as it travels through a medium. If a medium is there and while traveling, if a medium is there, suppose this is a medium. Now from this medium, if it is the signal is transmitted, suppose the signal is getting transmitted and the point comes, suppose this is a point come, Here the signal get weak. Here the signal got weak, and now signal does not able to transmit further. To this point where the signal getting weak, this measure is attenuation. This measure is attenuation. The point at which the signal get weakens, it is attenuation. The attenuation tell us about the point at which the signal will get weak. It will tell that this is a maximum limit point of a cable to transmit a signal. As the signal passes through the medium, part of the signal is absorbed. Whenever a signal is passed through a medium, some part of it get absorbed and makes the signal weak, and it makes the signal weak. Immunity from electromagnetic interference. Immunity from electromagnetic interference. It is popularly known as EMI. Student, take a care that EMI full form is electromagnetic interference. Okay. Now electromagnetic interference consists of outside electromagnetic noise that distorts means disturbs the signal in a medium. EMI is transferring the signals, interfering the signal. EMI is interfering the signals and makes difficult for computers to decode the signal. It makes difficult for a computer to decode the signal. Okay, it happens in such a way. Suppose I have a wire, I have a cable. Okay, in this cable the signal is there. The signal is transmitted from this cable. Okay, now here my signal is getting transmitted. If other signal also get interfere, other signals means the surrounding signals, okay, or the signal that has been moved by cables, okay, that interfere with this signal, then this signal will interfere with each other. This signal will interfere with each other. Because of that, it distorts the signal. Distorts means it disturbs the signal. It disturbs the signal. Because of that, it becomes very difficult to decode. It becomes very difficult to decode the signal. Very difficult to find what is the actual signal. Our computer gets difficulty to find which is the actual signal that has to be transmitted. So such type of problems are called EMI. This is a EMI, that is the electromagnetic interference. Cost of a media, this is a very important one. Cost of a media, it is one of the major factor. It is a major factor that is involved in purchase decision. Here we make a decision whether we buy a media or we don't buy. If any network component that we are going to purchase, we consider the cost factor. If we see the fast technology, cost is also going to be more expensive. If our demand is for fast technology, for that we have to pay more, so the cost will also get increased. This decision depends on the application and standards of the network resources. What are the applications or what are the standards? Therefore, the network designer must settle for something which is cheaper and robust. It is a choice of a network designer to go for a technology that give you best in the least cost. Cost should not be increased, but technology's requirement also should be better. This thing should be considered by the network designer. Understood? That is a cost factor. Example, suppose if very important thing we discuss, that is a cost. Very important thing we discuss is cost, right? What we discuss, that is a cost. So this becomes like a decisive point. Here we decide whether to buy or not to buy. Okay, whether we are going to buy that media or we are not going to buy that media. So these are the decision. Cost is very crucial Okay, very crucial point at which network designer decides. Network designer decides. So what are the basic role of network designer? To look for a technology that is cheaper and it is best also. Next one, installation requirement, very important for any networking. Okay, some transmission media requires skilled labor. Okay, skilled labors are required. If we are installing a computer, we are going to call a skilled labor that is better known for installation of computer. Example, suppose I want to install a cable. I want to install a Okay, I'm going to install a networking technology. I'm going to make a LAN, MAN or WAN, local area network or wide area network, any networking I'm going to install. If suppose take a small example, in house I'm going to install one PC. Okay, for that, whom I'm going to call? Is that I'm going to call a skilled labor from a tech computer field only, na? Or a simple electrician who is not having any knowledge at all? So who is the best? We will be looking for skilled labor. Okay, now this skilled labor increases the cost. It is very true. If these skilled labors are considered, how it is going to increase the cost? And it may also cause a delay also, certain delay. Example, if I'm going to install, if there is one single home, if there is a single home, here I'm going to install one computer, here I'm going to install a computer. For that, if I'm going to install a computer at this place, okay, I'm going to install a computer here, so I'm going to call a single skilled person, right? If I'm going to call more skilled person, if I'm going to call many skilled person, okay, like 2 or 3 skilled persons, if I'm calling here, their charge, the charge they are going to call, it also get increased. So this can cause a network cost should be increases. When the number of skilled laborers are increases, the networking cost also increases. So we have to look for that also. We have to manage the skilled labor. Okay, so before installation we need to prepare actual physical layout of the network, where we want to install, how many wires, what are the size of the wires, or what are the adapters, or what technology we need. For all that things we should make a physical layout of a network. Okay student, here these are the 6 characteristics that we completed. Now let us take a quick revision. Okay, what we studied now? We studied what is transmission media. So what is a transmission media? Transmission media is a pathway through which computer gets interconnected with each other. Our signals get transmitted. It is a path by which our signals will be transmitted. So this is called a transmission media. Okay, if I say then what are the characteristics of transmission media? For that we have to remember 6 characteristics. How many characteristics are there? 6 characteristics. Which are the 6? I'm going to list it out. I'm going to write initial later. This is a cost, bandwidth, installation requirement, band usage, attenuation, and immunity from EMI. I am completing it now. C means cost of media, B means bandwidth, I means installation requirement, B means band usage. 80 means attenuation. I means immunity from EMI. Okay, understood? These are the 6 characteristics of transmission media. These are the 6 characteristics of transmission media. Understood? Now, what is the cost? What is the cost? Cost of media is a very crucial thing. In this, we decide what we decide, whether to purchase media or not. Okay, if we look for high technology, if we are looking for a high technology, then the cost also increases. Okay, these are the things. Now, what should be the role of network designer? He should look for a technology that is cheaper also and better quality also. Then band width. What is a bandwidth? It is measured number of bits per second. Number of bits that is transmitted per second. Number of bits that is being transmitted per second will be measured here. It depends on cable length. If the length of cable is, if the cable length is more, the bandwidth will be less. If the cable length is more, if we have a cable with a more large cable, then that cable will have less bandwidth. Next one, installation requirement. What is installation requirement? Installation requirement says we are going to call it a skilled labor. If we increase labor, then cost also increases. Cost will also increases. Understood? So network designer think the actual physical layout before installing. It makes a planning. What are the physical layout? How the network will be installed. Next one, band usage. Band usage means it is a maximum utilization of bandwidth. It is a maximum usage of bandwidth. It is a maximum usage of bandwidth. When we do a maximum utilization of bandwidth, it calls a band usage. The band usage are of two types. One, it is baseband, and the next one is broadband. In baseband, entire capacity is given to a single communication channel. Means I have one communication channel, I have signal, one channel, one signal. This example we can see in the internet. In our internet, the internet that comes in our house is the best example of this. Okay, baseband. We have one cable with one communication channel and one signal. One communication channel, one signal is a baseband. Then what is a broadband? In broadband, this is a cable and we have one channel. This is second channel, third channel. Means more than two channels. If there is more than two channels, then that will be called a broadband. The example is cable that comes in a TV. Cable, we can say the cable that cable signal, we can say a cable signal that comes in our television. Okay, or we can also give example like dish TV also. Then attenuation. Okay, very important thing, attenuation. Okay, attenuation is the measure, it is a measure. What it measure? How much, where a point where the signal get weakens, where signal will get weak, that point will be determined by attenuation. Wherever signal get weakens, at that point, okay, attenuation is mark. At that point attenuation will be there. Okay, attenuation will give information about the point where the signal will get weakens. Next, immunity from EMI. Okay, first of all, EMI means electromagnetic interference. Electromagnetic interference. Now in EMI what happens? One signals get distorted. It distorts the signal, means it disturbs the signal. Because of that, computer find difficulty to decode the signal, to find out which is the actual signal that is needed to be transmitted. So these problems are called crosstalk. We can also say such type of problems are called crosstalk. This is a problem that occurs like crosstalk. Understood, students? This is the points that we write for immunity from EMI. I hope that everyone you have understood this topic very clearly. Please repeat this video 2 or 3 times, and also write down the question and answers. In exam, questions comes like this: what is transmission media? Explain its characteristics. So we write like this for transmission media. Understood? These are the most likely questions that can appear for your exam. So students, here we stop the lecture. Thank you.